The coronation ceremony for King Charles III will feature a twist on the homage of peers, when historically aristocrats would kneel before the new monarch and pledge their allegiance to him or her. Instead, Saturday's ceremony will involve an homage of the people. Anyone watching will be given the opportunity to recite an oath swearing loyalty to the monarchy from the comfort of their own home. Some see it as a nod to inclusion, others not so much. With us this morning is royal historian and commentator Carolyn Harris. Good morning.
Good morning.
So pledging allegiance, we know it's been a long part of the coronation ceremonies. Queen Elizabeth II even went as far as to pledge an oath to her people. Why do you think King Charles III wanted to change this aspect of the ceremony?
Well, I think there's a blend of tradition and modernity here. Scottish coronations in the 17th century included a pledge of allegiance for the people. So Charles I and Charles II both had coronation ceremonies in Scotland as well as in England. And this was part of the Scottish ceremonial. So there may be efforts to include some of the rituals that have historically existed in various parts of the United Kingdom. In a 21st century context, however, I think there's a very strong emphasis on the wider public being involved in the coronation. In 1953, Queen Elizabeth II's coronation was very strongly focused on bringing the British aristocracy together, whereas we're seeing a much more inclusive approach in the reign of Charles III in 2023.
I want to let everybody know this is the way the homage of the people was framed by the office of the Archbishop of Canterbury. Quote, "Never before in our history have the general public been offered such an opportunity to join with national figures in declaring their allegiance to a new sovereign." If the king's intention for the ceremony to be more inclusive, do you think that intention has been communicated properly?
Well, I think one of the challenges is that when we have a homage to the monarch in this fashion, that often the public will view this in a very personal way, that the goal is to personally swear allegiance to King Charles III, when what we should be focusing on is the monarch as the personification of the nation. When the Prime Minister bows to the monarch, they are bowing to the state and to the will of the people. So this is an opportunity to discuss how constitutional monarchy works and how the monarch acts as a personification of the state. So we need to think bigger than just the monarch himself to what he symbolizes.
And when we think about our politicians here at home, there's also an opportunity to revisit the oath that Canadian lawmakers must make to the monarchy after an election. Is it appropriate to be asking our politicians to swear fealty to the monarchy in 2023?
Well, that's certainly an issue that's particularly come up in Quebec, where there has been discussion and debate about making that oath of allegiance optional. There have been debates regarding citizenship ceremonies as new Canadians from diverse backgrounds, including Ireland and Jamaica, have objected to the oath. But once again, the focus should be on how the monarch personifies the nation. This goes beyond how the public feels about any one monarch. And instead, it's about what the monarchy represents.
The institution of it all. Carolyn Harris, it's fascinating to watch and discuss. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
And coming up.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.